Okay, the next question. COVID-19 may have or has caused a decrease in revenue. If you are elected, how will you, re-elected, how will you handle a decrease in revenue in the budget process, which I think you're already going through this, so it's good information for current.
Well, you know, we've, the Department of Taxation has not, and we get all their direction, we, the county, gets all their direction from the Department of Taxation as far as budgeting is concerned. And the Department of Taxation has not changed their initial revenue projections for the fiscal year coming 2020-21, starting July 1st, 2020. We believe that they will change them, but the county has taken an aggressive, conservative position that we're going to lose a good deal of our room tax revenue and sales tax revenue. The room tax revenue right now could take a hit up to $6-7 million, and to that extent, that room tax funds our visitors authorities, funds many of the services, the social services that are provided to our residents. And so we need to find a way to make up that that revenue hit. Now, fortunately, in fiscal year 2019-20, which we're ending in next month, our revenue has exceeded the projections. Room tax revenue has exceeded by almost $2 million. Sales tax projections have exceeded, and even property tax. So we can squirrel hold those excess funds and use them going into fiscal year 2021. But we also, because we believe that we are going to take this hit, I don't think it'll be that bad, but let's say it is, we directed our departments to cut purchasing and non-discretionary spending by 10%. And we've instituted a hiring freeze. So we are taking steps to cut the expense side of the budget as well. And as far as the revenue is concerned, I know it's a big topic, is that people think that we're taking money out of the county's coffers by pledging $34.25 million over a 25-year period, $1.1 million a year, I believe, to the RDA to pay off the bond for the event center. Well, that may be true, but you know, my opponents and some of the other guys are running say, well, we can't do that. Well, what's your alternative? What's your alternative to protecting the revenue source coming from the state line casino corridor? Those property taxes are going to plummet if we don't have, if we don't try to protect that revenue source. And the way I feel one of the ways we can do that is by going forward with, that's why we approved the event center. Now, we, the county, doesn't own the event center, won't own the event center. It's owned by the Tahoe Douglas Visitors Authority. But under our agreement where we have pledged this revenue, they have 3 years to float a bond and start construction on that project. If for some reason the COVID-19 crisis becomes a real disaster, they may have a different approach to how they're going forward on the event center. But we haven't come to that bridge yet, so we can't cross it. But I think it was incumbent upon us, and this happened before the COVID-19 thing, but it's incumbent upon us to protect the revenue stream, the property tax revenue stream from the county. The county was losing up to $1 million a year over the last 18 years or so in property tax revenue because the assessed value of those properties up at the lake had plummeted. So we wanted to protect that. And of course, the room tax revenue, like I just mentioned, is a great part of the county budget and provides a lot of our county services. And we need to help maintain that room tax revenue and to bolster it. And the way you do that, I guess the terminology in the industry is you have to put heads in beds. You have to sell rooms up at the lake. People think that we're we're kowtowing to the casinos. Well, the casino business, as we all know, is waning. What I'm concerned about is the hotel rooms that we have there, and we have to make sure that those hotel rooms stay as full as possible. And the one way we can do that is through the construction of the event center. So I don't know. I guess I answered your question. What was the question again?
The question was, COVID-19 may have or has caused a decrease in revenue. If
Oh,
you
yeah,
are
I get it.
reelected,
Okay.
how will you handle the decrease?
Yeah. Okay. So I think my answer was sufficient.